Coco Gauff shocks Florida school with surprise visit. Heartwarming moments captured. It was a regular Tuesday morning at Palm Vista Elementary School in Delray Beach, Florida. The sun glistened across the playground. Kids shuffled through the hallways, clutching backpacks twice their size, and the smell of fresh pancakes drifted faintly from the cafeteria. Teachers prepared their lesson plans, unaware that this day would soon become the most unforgettable in the school's history. By 9:30 a.m., the chatter in the auditorium was louder than usual. The school principal, Ms. Renee Chapman, had announced a special guest was coming to speak about dreams and determination. Most of the students guessed it might be a local firefighter, a motivational speaker, or perhaps a YouTuber. None of them imagined the person stepping through those double doors would be one of the most famous athletes on the planet. Coco Gauff herself. The moment the doors opened, as the curtains parted and a familiar, tall, athletic figure in a simple white hoodie and jeans walked in, the entire auditorium erupted into screams. "No way! That's Coco Gauff!" shouted one fourth grader, clutching her tennis racket like a talisman. The surprise had been perfectly orchestrated. Coco Gauff, the reigning U.S. Open champion and one of the youngest tennis icons in history, had decided to make an unannounced visit to her hometown school. She wasn't there for publicity. She wasn't filming a documentary. She simply wanted to spend a day giving back, talking to students who, just like her once, dreamed of doing something extraordinary. I sat in a classroom just like this. Coco stepped onto the small wooden stage, smiled, and waved. The screams eventually softened to an awed silence. I sat in a classroom just like this, she began, her voice calm but filled with nostalgia. Right here in Florida, I was once your age, full of dreams, nervous about the future, and not really sure if I could make it. Her words carried a quiet authenticity. There were no celebrity airs, no rehearsed speeches, just Coco speaking from the heart. She talked about her early days, waking up at 5 a.m. to train, balancing homework with endless hours on the court, and the time she doubted herself. "There were moments when I wanted to quit," she admitted, looking around the room. "But every time I felt like giving up, I remembered something my mom always told me. You belong here, and that changed everything." The students sat still, eyes wide, listening as their idol, the same girl they had seen lifting trophies and breaking records, shared her fears and struggles like an older sister confiding secrets. Tennis rackets and tears. Then came the real surprise. Coco announced, "I brought something special for you all today." Her team rolled out 10 large tennis bags filled with brand new rackets, shoes, and training gear. Each item was personally signed. Gasps filled the air. Students cheered as their names were called to receive gifts from Coco herself. She knelt down to take selfies with them, gave high fives, and listened to their stories. One student, a shy fifth grader named Ava Morales, approached the stage nervously. Her voice trembled as she told Coco that her family couldn't afford tennis lessons. Coco listened carefully and then smiled warmly. "Well, Ava," she said, handing her a racket, "I started right here too. And guess what? Your lessons are on me." The auditorium went silent for a heartbeat, then exploded into cheers. Ava burst into tears, and Coco hugged her tightly. Cameras captured the moment, which later went viral across social media under the hashtag Coco in the classroom. The power of presence. It wasn't just about tennis. Coco's visit touched deeper themes: perseverance, mental health, and believing in one's worth. She led an open discussion with the students. One boy raised his hand and asked, "What do you do when you lose?" Coco smiled. "I breathe," she said softly, "because losing doesn't mean you're bad. It means you're learning. Every loss made me stronger, even the ones that hurt the most." Her message struck a chord with the teachers, too. Ms. Chapman later said, "What amazed me wasn't just Coco's fame. It was her sincerity. She didn't just show up for photos. She stayed, talked, listened, and made these kids feel seen." Indeed, Coco spent nearly 3 hours at the school, joining a PE class, signing yearbooks, and even playing a short match on cracked old tennis court behind the gym. Her laughter filled the Florida air as she hit gentle volleys with the kids, barefoot, her champion's grace blending seamlessly with childlike joy. Social media meltdown. By afternoon, The internet had erupted. Videos from teachers and parents flooded X, formerly Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Coco Gauff just showed up at my daughter's school. She's an angel in sneakers, one parent posted. Another wrote, "You can feel her heart through every hug she gives. A true role model for our kids." Within hours, hashtags like hashtag Coco in Florida, hashtag champion with a heart, and hashtag from court to classroom were trending globally. Even celebrities and fellow athletes chimed in. Serena Williams reposted a clip with the caption, "That's how legacy looks." A message to the next generation. Later, during a short Q&A, a student asked, "Do you ever feel scared even now?" Coco paused for a long moment. "Yes," she admitted. "Every time I walk into a big match, I feel my heart racing. Teachers in tears, students inspired. When the final bell rang, many teachers found themselves holding back tears. The energy in the air was electric. An invisible spark of hope had been lit. Fifth grade teacher Mr. Daniels said, "I've been teaching for 15 years, and I've never seen our students this inspired. It's not just a fame. It's a message that dreams can start anywhere." That evening, students went home bursting with stories. Parents reported kids grabbing their old tennis rackets, scribbling motivational quotes on their notebooks, and talking endlessly about Coco's smile. A day to remember. As the sun set over Florida palm trees, Coco took one last look at the school before leaving. A group of kids had gathered by the fence, waving goodbye. She smiled, waved back, and whispered, "See you on the court someday." Her car pulled away slowly, but her presence lingered. In the echoes of laughter, in the tears of joy, and in the newfound dreams of every child she had met that day. The ripple effect. A week later, Palm Vista Elementary received thousands of letters from students across the country who had seen the viral videos. Some wrote to Coco, thanking her for her words. Others simply said she made them believe in themselves again. A few months later, the school's tennis club saw record sign-ups. Even the local community center reported an influx of kids wanted to learn tennis and to play like Coco, a champion beyond the court. Coco Gauff has always been known for her power, precision, and poise on the tennis court. But that day in Florida, she proved that true greatness lies beyond trophies and titles. Her visit wasn't about fame. It was about faith. Faith in the next generation. Faith in kindness. Faith that a single day can change countless lives. And as one teacher said in her viral post that night, Coco didn't just visit our school. She reminded us that heroes still walk among us, and sometimes they come wearing sneakers and carrying rackets. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.